Assalamu alaikum दोस्तों, this is Safi with you. I am delighted to be with you again with a very new session. In this session, I will discuss about how to rise up in hard times. As you know that we all are facing hard times in our life, and during that days we feel alone, we feel confused and sometimes challenged. So how we can get through this hard time and come up with a strong and positive behavior, this is I am going to discuss in this topic. So let's begin. Before starting the topic, I would like you to subscribe my channel and hit the bell button. So for the all upcoming sessions, you will be get notified. So in this session, we will discuss how important is the perspective to navigate the challenging periods. And we will learn about how to turn the wounds into wisdom and transform the stumbling blocks into stepping stones. And the third point is the importance of feeling. A feeling to heal a feeling. The fourth point, I will give you some tools by which you can spot the blessings during hard times. And the last point is we will see how we can see the hard times as the purification process of our personal heroism. So let's start with all of these details. So the first thing which I am going to discuss with you is seek perspective. During hard times, it is very important to seek the perspective. Now, here there is a question which I would like to ask you. Is there anyone died? If not died, so it's only upside. You have to think that how could this be worse? Then you have to think what are the blessings you have? What are you grateful for? What are the good things with you? I remember last time when I was in Karachi, so I was standing in a line to have the breakfast. And then there was a boy came to me, maybe he was only 7 or 8 years old. He just stand in front of me and just look at me. And I offered him the breakfast. So then I saw a largest smile on his face. And his eyes were sparkling. Because he just see the perspective and then he linked with the blessings he had. So the same way, once we have the hard times in our life, we have to seek the perspective and we have to connect with the blessings we have. And whenever his face comes in my mind, so I just think of a lotus, which is the most beautiful flower in this world. And it grows in swarm, but even yet it is the most beautiful flower in this world. Now I want you to go up to your mountain top, then look across and have a sense of truth that what's going on, and think about the gratitude, your blessings and the good things in your life. And perspective means one more, like I remember that this life is very short and we are living in a small tiny planet in a large galaxy which has trillions of planets. So is that our problem that big? Is that much worse? So that's the perspective which we have discussed now. Now it brings me to the point number 2, which is leverage your growth. What is the meaning of leverage the growth? The meaning is very simple. It's like the growth is coming to get you in wolf's clothing. So let me repeat this because this is very important. So it's not more than a growth is coming to you with wolf's clothing. The real game of legends, titans and real hero are what? It's growth. It's about taking your growth and talents and materializing it each and every day. life which is good or bad as grist for the mill. In other words, I will say that everything happens to you, like maybe painful or poetic, you will use that to make you stronger and introduce yourself to the primal hero which lives at the core of every human heart. Yes, there will be a part of life when you will be down on your knees, when there is a valley of darkness in your life, when the messenger of misery will come to you and everything will be bad in your life. And in that period, how you can grow and how you can shatter the cover over your ego, that is the most important thing. But once you go through this period, you will become more loving, more creative, more productive, more of a service, more of a history maker to humanity, and more on fire. If you look at the greatest people on this planet, the true leaders, the greatest business builders, so you will see one thing in common, that they suffered more than an ordinary person. If you look at the root of the word passion is to suffer. The root of the word passion is to suffer. The greatest people suffer for their ambition, suffer for their mission, suffer for their craft, and suffer for their growth. So that was the second point, which give us the idea that how we can use the hard time to make us stronger, braver, more creative, more productive, and authentic. So let's go for the third part. The third part is feel to heal. If you really want to heal, so you need to feel first. Do you know, when we have a problem, so mostly people tell us that please run away this problem, run away from this sadness, run away from this anger. No, I am telling you that if you have a problem, so first you need to feel it, then you can release it. Because mostly people think about that it's related to mindset. Let me inform you that mindset is only 20%. But we have the heart set, health set, and the soul set. So we have to cover this all our 4 empires, then we can remove the pain from our life. The best way to remove the toxic feelings from your life is to straight in. Feelings are like rainstorms. It has the beginning, middle, and end. Let me give you the example of our childhood. Sometimes we fall down, then we cry. But after 2 minutes, we just get up and go with our friends and start playing again. So now do we have the same bravery to feel our disappointments and self-loathing so we can heal our wound? Look, if you will try to heal your wound without feeling, so all the suppressed sadness, suppressed anger, suppressed disappointments and suppressed rejections will remain in our subconscious mind. Look, we are built to be genius, and because of this problem, we are not going to be the legend on this planet. And this problem always, like something, have a blockade in our mind that we cannot grow further and we cannot get through from this hard time. My friends, this world is full of opportunities, and we have the gifts and talents that we can use it to grow in this life. Don't listen to the society. Just let me tell you, if you will just think about this toxic feelings, so you will find that most of them are from our childhood. And I strongly believe if it's hysterical, so it's historical. Now I want you to do a deep inner work, which every brave soul does, to release from the shadow side and move into the sunshine. That is, feel to heal. The fourth part is appreciate the season. Look, the global culture now, it's all about joy, 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 something happiness, happiness, happiness. Yes, it's all about chasing the happiness. How the great leaders become the great leaders. How the great humanitarian become the great humanitarian. It's not all about the time of being on the top of the mountain. Look, we become the heroes of our lives is how we endure and navigate the periods in which our hearts are broken. So if you really want to live a rich life, so you have to appreciate the season. This difficult time comes to us to crack the shell which covers our understanding. It comes to us to break our ego, our weak side, our problems. But if we think higher, wiser and deeper, so we will know that that is the best, worst time in our life. Look, whatever you are and whatever you will be, then you will think that if that bad times not comes in my life, so I never learned that lesson. Look friends, today I am standing here and trying to help you, trying to guide you, because I have already get through the hard times and get the experience and have the survival. And I always appreciate the season. I always learn from each and everything. Because if I didn't appreciate the season, so I never grow in my life. So friends, the last point is embrace the purification. My friends, in our life there is a dross, which is a non-valuable things which covers our goals. So we have to burn it off in the fire. So we have to burn away all the things which are not gold in our life. Let me share with you the story of Golden Buddha. There is a pure big tower Golden Buddha in Bangkok. Many years ago, the invaders tried to attack there. So the people there think about this is our national treasure and we have to save it. So the strategy was that they put the layer up to layer and up to layer of mud on that Golden Buddha. So it was covered. So when they attacked, everything was done, but they left this Golden Buddha because it was covered with the mud. After many years, some local people just going from there, so they saw this mountain of mud. But guess what? They saw a small sparkle, a shiny sparkle. So they tried to remove these layers of mud, and after pitching off all of this mud, they saw a pure golden Buddha. So this is what we have to think about it. We have to structure our life and we have to remove all the mud from our brain and from our life. So my friend, you are gold if you just structure your life in a right way, which is the seed of genius in every human behavior. A bad day for ego is the awesome day for your soul and your primitive genius. My friend, let me tell you one thing. This life can knock you down, but cannot knock you out. And whenever it knocks you down, try to lie on the bed, because once you can look up, you can get up. This is something which I have given my heart and soul in this session, and I hope it will help you. You have something special in you and you have greatness within you. Islam.